NEMPATHY show. Let's go. Let's go. Live and direct. I go by the name of Sonic Boom. We got Brian B. Known in the building. We got C. Maurice Ball in the building. What's good?
What's up,
Technical
fellas?
difficulties, man.
It
happens.
It
But
happens.
we back.
It
The Action Pack
happens.
show right here on NEMPATHYShow.com.
Yes.
Episode 89. Okay. Nuggets and lies. Nuggets and fries, nuggets and lies.
I do despise.
You know what I'm saying? So where have I been? June is usually a busy month for me.
There we go.
40. I turned 40.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Happy
You know what I'm saying?
birthday. Happy 40th.
June 18. Me and my man Brian B. Known, we was out there in Mexico for a week. We almost didn't come back.
Hey, shout out Coco Bongo, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't see you in any of the videos.
Hey man,
I don't know how people be feeling, about the videos. I don't want to be posting everybody. I do need to do a photo dump and a video dump and get the rest of that out. I just,
I don't like to be all in the videos,
He like to take pictures. Boom take really good pictures. Don't let him fool you.
I don't like to take pictures.
We can't
but
tell.
I do take good pictures.
Where was that at? Cancun?
Yeah. Quantaroo.
Yeah, I dig it.
Cool. Nice little
big 4-0. And spending some time in Cali. Spent a lot of time in Cali this month. Last month actually. So I was traveling a lot. Brian B. Known was holding it down. Holding it down. I heard some interesting conversations when I was gone. You know what I'm saying?
I was holding it. I don't know if I was holding it down. It was a little rough some of them nights, man.
Yeah, but I heard with some interesting conversations.
He started and stopped on time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh sure.
That joke. It was no overage. It was a wrap.
Tempers flared.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the squad. Shout out my man Julian, my brother's keeper. Julian said, I'm gonna keep my brother. Y'all not gonna be out here being crazy on my time.
Right. I'm blaming it on me. Nah, I'm not associated with that. I feel that. Man, but yo, I got some icebreakers right now. Right? And it's been a while, man. Like I said, Brian B. Known been holding it down.
Woo. It was tough.
Check this video out. I mean, if the ladies could do it, why we can't do it?
Man, look.
So y'all pull up and y'all sit down and y'all like, hey, I want to get to know you. She start taking stuff off. You start taking stuff off.
With the ceiling,
you got the cul-de-sac. You got the cul-de-sac, but you wearing the headband. It look like you got the 360.
Pull up you gotta lick your lips like
missing. You gotta lick your lips like LL.
Hey, man, look.
Or Nelly, and so you gotta put you a Band-Aid.
Boom just turned 40. I turned 35 a few years ago, man. I'm gonna hold on to this as long as I can. Once it's gone, a few months ago. I turned 35 a few months ago. My bad. Once it's gone, man.
It's gone for sure.
It's gone, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can do like Mo. I can hold on to it a little longer, you know what I'm saying? But if I can get at least 40 out of this, I'm all right.
That's genetics.
Having them hairlines.
That's genetics.
That is too. It's just, what's funny? Women be like, all the dudes that be lying and cheating, especially lying on their penis, that's the ones who hairline be fading. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah, it's a stressor trying to keep that lie up.
Yes, Joe, that's what it is. And stress is the killer for your hairline, man. You see all else, we solid. Everybody on this screen right now is solid. We ain't out here lying.
You can get the spray in and the edge up of the spray in and all that.
You gonna take this truth, sis, whether you like it or not. It's you or the shape up, baby girl.
What was it? I refuse to have the cul-de-sac. I'm not rocking the cul-de-sac.
I don't even like all that. Like
that's the George Jefferson.
Yo, they spray you sometimes. They spray you. They don't even ask you or prepare you. They just spray you.
First of all, some of that spray be looking like, when you change the ink cartridge in the printer, like that first sheet of paper,
toner.
Like it'd be extra inky. But to the George Jefferson, I always wondered, like when they went to the barbershop, what do they say to the barber? Like, how do you tell him to like line up the inside?
Nah, you just say, give me a fade on the side. Tape it.
Ain't no way, man. Nah, take the whole thing, man. Do
take it all off.
Do not turn me into no Corvette, man. Take this whole thing off.
I am not wearing a sweatband with 360 waves on it.
Because
not doing it.
Only take one time. It's like, man, you fix. You and your man get to play wrestling and that joint down here.
Nah, it get to getting good to her. And she grab your hip.
And she get, man, I'm going home. I'm going home.
That's a mood changer right there.
That's so embarrassing, Mo.
That's like, man, like
that's
giving my customer a kiss.
He got him too slow.
Man,
you'll never see him again. He lost the customer.
He got him.
I'm surprised he didn't punch him in the face.
Yeah, man. You're right. One of us would have never seen the other one again. You're right about that.
But her heels was so loud. She was
so loud. Yeah.
I didn't know somebody like those heels were loud.
But still, even if I thought,
I mean, you get up, ain't nobody else in there, you and me. And you done kiss me on the lips.
No.
That's why you don't close your eyes when you get your hair cut. you keep your eyes open.
No, that's crazy. He just accepted it and left. I can't say that's on my list of acceptances.
Yeah, free cut.
Yeah,
that is not worth $30. Nigga, what are you talking?
You said how much? No, cuts like $50.
I just don't, certain pranks like certain
stuff just it's not funny.
You know what I mean? It's just certain things. It's just I know you're trying to get views and get your numbers up, but it's just some stuff that just ain't funny.
Yeah. Yo, man. So I got some random news. Yo, check it out. So I know y'all know the story of Emmett Till, right?
Yeah.
Right. So apparently there's an arrest warrant for the person who accused Emmett Till, Carol Bryant Dunham. The woman accused of kidnapping Emmett Till has been found nearly 70 years later in a court basement. The family wants to see her arrested and feel like they have a real chance to get much needed justice. But she's now 80 years old, lives in North Carolina, and do you think that she should face prosecution today?
Yes.
Yes.
They just locked up a Nazi last week before last. So she can go to jail.
They don't play with that. They'll track down a Nazi.
Yeah, she can go to jail.
Yeah.
And whoever go ahead, Mom.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say whoever working in that office need to go to jail too, because how you just forget to turn in this warrant?
How they find it on the floor in the basement? That's
right.
That is
a big
found an Eminem tape on the garage floor.
That's a big part of this investigation. So multiple people should be in jail.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like there's old photographs of lynchings, here in America, where people came from nationwide to watch the spectacle of somebody getting their body burnt and castrated and all types of shit. And you can see these people's faces. So I'm like, what's up with their facial recognition technology?
But boom, not just that. That stuff is not that old. Like you just said, that
It's
woman
not.
was what, 70, 80?
It's not, yo. They always talking about so long ago. Like,
it's not
see,
that.
The funny part is the majority of lynchings happened after slavery.
After slavery, because before slavery, we had value. After slavery, when they couldn't use us for profit, when they were just like kill them.
Yeah, why would you kill? Like, why would
I kill my mule?
That's the sparks plugs out of your fucking tractor.
Yeah.
Like,
right. It didn't make any sense. They was getting free labor, so
Right.
It's like, and if you really go back and I had to show some of my kids some of this stuff. Like, I don't personally say the word nigga. I just don't, because
what'd you say? You don't say the word what?
nigga.
Oh,
all right. I personally don't say that because, I mean, I hadn't said it probably since I was like probably 19, because I think we're the only race that takes something negative and try to turn it into a positive, right? And I had to show some kids, like, I'm like, these lynches, and I showed them those pictures of barbecue. They sitting there at the picnic with the guys hanging in the back, and you got the babies around who are now the baby boomers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So some of these people grandparents are in those pictures. Some of these people parents are in those pictures. So it's like that stuff was only 50, 60 years ago.
right.
That's why some of these people are so against critical race theory.
For sure.
Doug Bennett in the building. What's good?
And their families are going to start explaining stuff.
Point them out. Point them out. It's a little echo going on over there, baby.
It's in that hat. You can take that down the side.
Yeah, he says hat loud.
Did you just sit up there and say?
Huh?
Did you just say my effect? Like, point them out. Did you really do that?
Yeah, man. We getting some shit together.
We warming up. We gotta warm it up.
Man, if that ain't the most hanger in the back of the TV hood shit I've ever heard in my life. And you could have at least pointed when you did it. Like, point them out. Point them out. You ain't even do that.
Man, look, the first day back to work on vacation is a struggle.
Yeah, man.
I thought B Knowing actually had the nerve to have his shirt open with no bra on.
Wow.
Shirt is open.
Wow.
Shirt open, chest out, belly out, every vacation. Don't get it twisted.
I said this nigga right here, boy. But I will say this. At least you had
money I spent. Y'all gonna
at least I know. Hey, B Knowing put Duke on his chest hair. Y'all see how that joint waved up? B Knowing had Duke on his chest hair.
Yes, you crazy?
So
y'all
Doug,
gonna see this.
Doug, I know you're familiar with the story of Emmett Till, correct?
Of course.
So the woman, she's now 80 years old. She's still alive, and apparently an arrest warrant for her has been found on the courtroom floor. That's like old as shit. And the question is, should she face prosecution today?
I say pick her up.
I'm a respect my elders. Yes. Listen to me. You know what? It reminds me of a story. Have y'all ever seen Demolition Man?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Sylvester Stallone's character and Wesley Snipes' character.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they need to do. They need to cryogenically freeze her ass and then thaw her out 20 years from later in a jail cell.
There you go.
That's exactly what they need to do. See, this joint right here aggravates me straight up and down. This aggravates me. They found it on the courtroom floor. So what were they, spring cleaning? And all of a sudden they just came across this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I think what somebody did though? Somebody went down there and knew where it was and dropped it on the floor and was like, "Yo, we're gonna get something done." You know what I mean? I think this family deserves justice, so we know where it's at. We're gonna drop it on the floor now.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I blame black women. And this is the reason.
Oh my God.
No. That's funny.
let me stop. Let's stop right now. Let's stop. Hey, stop. But
There we go.
yeah, no, but you know, it's crazy to me, man, because you know, I'm gonna be real with you, man. The one thing I know about the Jewish community, didn't y'all hear they just prosecuted a 101-year-old Nazi?
Yeah.
They don't forget
That's
nothing.
why I said lock her up.
Lock her up. Lock her up. They got prison hospitals, don't they? They got prison hospitals.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Put her ass right in that joint and keep her alive long enough to so she understand what's going on. Keep her, because this joint is crazy to me. They found it on the courtroom floor. Like all of a sudden it just dropped somewhere. It's like a quarter in a sofa or something. Man, stop it. Stop it.
Well, you figure they whoever put that on the floor probably looked at it from two different ways. One, they gonna go get her, right? And two, they're not gonna do anything because she's too old. Because she's an old white woman. I'm just saying,
Because
like,
she's an old white American woman.
Yes, old white American woman.
Old white American woman who committed a crime against a black
Would you
man.
stop adding adjectives?
Because you gotta,
I think what Mo said was enough. This joker right here, no, because she's an old white woman that committed a crime while drinking coffee, straight black. You know, it's like that.
Against the black. You can't forget against the black.
Old, elderly, geriatric.
Y'all just gonna keep adding shit like it's gonna make it worse. Man, please, go pick her ass up. Go pick her ass up.
Yeah, for sure.
They did not hesitate to do Bill. They did
tell
Bill
her she going on a field trip for old people.
They did Bill Cosby dirty. You know, she probably is more mobile than Bill.
I need them to pick her up.
Yeah, for sure.
They would pick me up if I committed a crime. I want to SWAT outside the house, kick the door in, slam her on the ground, drag her outside. I need the whole
every
thing.
single week. This nigga comes in with something more disrespectful at his mom.
Jody.
I just hate this dude, man. And watch, somewhere, I'm gonna tell you right now, somewhere in this damn broadcast, he gonna align himself with me. Yes. This is the reason why when I go out, black women just be cutting their eyes at me. It ain't because of the shit I say. It's because of this nigga right here.
It's absolutely what you say. That's different.
Well, man,
absolutely.
Hey, yo, so Jody,
what's up, my brother?
I know you familiar with the story of Emmett Till.
Yes.
Okay. So the accuser, she's still alive today. She's 80 years old, and apparently there's been a warrant for her arrest found on the courtroom floor, you know, of wherever this happened, and it's old. It's old. Should she face prosecution today?
Hell yeah.
Why? I'm totally surprised. I never thought he would say that.
Hell yeah, why not?
Never thought he would say that.
Why shouldn't she face prosecution?
Because she's old.
Matter of fact, no, she should not face prosecution.
Okay.
She should just go straight to jail. It shouldn't be no trial. Straight to jail.
But honestly, you know what the prosecution would do though? Instead of her going straight to jail, they would have to go back and show all those pictures of that open casket. And really drag her. Now on the flip side, Emmett Till's family, his legacy, you know, the people who are still living within his family would have to relive that as well. But I think, you know, as a family, I think it should go to court and it belong. I mean, and they show the pictures of the open casket. They show all that stuff so that she can actually internalize it, and then her grandbabies and all that other stuff can see that and see like, yo, this was because your lying grandmama and great grandmama said some stuff. This man is dead.
Right.
You know what I think they should do? I think they should have a sentence. Now, you know how what they do is they have a sentence where it says life plus a couple of years, right? I believe they should give the sentence to the grandma and then attach it to her grandkids.
Damn.
It's just a lineage. Like, oh yeah.
You saying the sins of the father visit the son, or the sins of the
right.
mother?
Because, but no, because, and the reason why I say that, I know it's funny, but the reason why I say that is because think about everything that's happened as a result of that situation. Like, for real, man, you're talking about a 15-year-old kid who never had a chance to have a family of his own. She literally contributed to killing that man's lineage.
Let me
So
ask this
guess
question.
what? Turnabout is fair play.
Let me ask this question. Could the defense argue that technology has advanced so much since this incident has occurred that she cannot possibly get a fair trial?
I'm confused as to what they
Are you gonna argue? Whoa. I dare. No.
No, I'm confused.
I dare a defense attorney on behalf of this woman to say to black people that she may not get a fair trial. I dare a defense attorney to open their damn mouth and say something like that.
Shout out
Yatoya. What's happening?
I dare a defense attorney to say something like that, man. Are you serious? A fair trial?
Fair is a crazy word to use in this.
Fair is a place where they judge pigs.
Hey, what y'all think about like Christopher Darden defending Nipsey shooter?
He probably need money because that OJ money done wore out by now.
See, like, I mean, it's like it's like an obvious, like, this motherfucker's guilty. Like, why are you defending them?
Because it's a high-profile case. He's just trying to get his face card.
Yeah, he's trying to get money. He's trying to get a face seen again and money.
Think about it like this: like a big part of being a lawyer is getting your face out there so people can see who you are, so they can come to you. So if I'm defending this very high-profile case, whether he wins or loses, you know what I'm saying? If he does a good enough job,
get free advertisement.
He's getting free advertisement. So
that's a great point.
He'd have been better off. Defending Amber Heard in the shit were heard around the world. He'd have been better off defending Amber Heard.
To Jody's point, a hood nigga would look at that case like, man, he did all right with her. If he could do all right with her, he could get me off.
Yes.
Somebody said OJ was guilty and he got a defense.
Man, I heard OJ wasn't guilty.
Yeah, man, I heard.
Yeah, you heard that from
of his
OJ.
offspring.
Yeah,
you heard that
that's
from
what
OJ.
I heard too. That's what I heard too. Boom.
Let's do a quick straw poll. All those who believe OJ did it, raise your hands.
I used to always just think like,
hey, Mo put his hand up too. He tried to put it down real fast.
How you kill two people with one knife? Like
you do realize he was a professional athlete, right? Like,
if
you ever watch that man football highlights, that
a
just
monster of a.
You didn't see him grimace when he's trying to pick up his daughter. He grimaced.
I mean, that's good acting.
All that go out the window when you try to kill.
Academy Award.
You could run through the pain.
They used a video of him picking up his daughter in the trial to prove like he grimaced like
Shout out
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
The shit worked.
It did.
It did.
Also, shout out my nigga Jermaine. My nigga wore some leather gloves to school one day because it was cold and they were too small. And we've been calling this nigga OJ the last 20 years. he was just trying to keep warm, and we've been calling this nigga OJ since 2002.
Well, the reason why OJ didn't get prosecuted is because he was defended by Chloe's stepdaddy.
Yep, Kardashian.
Yeah. And you can't have the real father in jail. So they helped OG get off so OJ could make it to every Christmas Chloe had.
Wait, that's not Chloe's father? That's Chloe's father.
Who's Chloe's father?
The Kardashian, the lawyer is her father. The Jenner is the stepdad.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, okay, so this was the thing, Boone. They said,
Oh, you talking about no?
Yeah. Yeah, he got it now. There you go. He got
it now. He got it.
Hold up. What y'all saying? That
you got that big ass jaw.
Mo, listen, Mo. All I'm gonna say is this. Just hear me out. How is Courtney 5'4" and Kim 5'5" and this heifer 6'12"?
Shut up.
She got the juice now, man.
You say whatever you want to. Chloe is the only woman that wore flats in her wedding gown and the hem of her dress didn't get dirty.
Damn.
You disrespectful.
She gotta date a basketball player, cause
telling you, I guarantee you, she run a 4.5. I guarantee you, she run a 4.5.
She be with Manute Bol. Bol.
She even bigger than Rob, and Rob gained weight.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Speaking of Rob, God.
Oh, step in the name of love.
It's the remix to Conviction.
Hey, I know that nigga wish I know he wish he could fly now.
He wish would have zipped his fly.
Like an eagle.
That's Seal, nigga.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah,
my
it is.
Bad.
No, he don't. No.
Bro, and you sung it proudly too. You like that?
Yeah,
I did. I did.
You lose. I believe I can fly.
I know. I believe. I just assumed he did multiple songs on the.
I believe I can fly like an eagle.
No. I knew it was two different songs. I just thought he did both songs on the Space Jam soundtrack.
Yeah, fellas, we back, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be straight up real with you, man. I have no sympathy for that cat. None whatsoever. Listen, did you see the Fiesta remix video? He could have had any one of them women up in that joint, bro.
He probably did, and was still talking to children.
If that's your fetish, then grab one of those grown legal women and have them dress as a schoolgirl.
I'm saying it states he could have went to for that.
No,
Hey,
no.
Hey,
You on your own.
Now, let Sonic Boom sound drop, nigga.
You on your own on that one. You on your own.
Just saying. The legal limit ain't the same in every
No,
state.
It's
not.
No.
You by yourself on that.
Didn't catch that one.
Yeah, the thoughts and sentiments expressed by Sonic Boone are not of the other four brothers on NEMPATHY. Understand that. So don't let it affect the offering at Relevant Church. Don't let it affect my viewers on Conversations with Comedians, and the other two. Don't let it affect them either.
Hey,
Nah, but one thing I want to like nobody really talks about, right? And it's not to excuse anything he did. Like these are heinous crimes. He just won't let
well enough alone.
These are heinous crimes. You know what I'm saying? And he had a long time doing this shit. He had a track record. Two things that everybody does talk about. One is like, why is he the only one going down for this shit?
Because everybody else snitch.
Yeah, I guess. So
First
the second thing
is the best deal.
The second thing is this: if you watch his autobiography and all that stuff, his biography, a monster was created.
Yeah,
like this motherfucker was the victim of abuse,
and that spiraled into this. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I can't rock with that.
No, I'm not justifying what he's doing. I'm saying if you don't watch what's going on with your children, it might evolve into this shit.
No, the reason why I can't rock with that is that's a cop-out. And the reason why I say that's a cop-out, because I've heard people say stuff like that before. I've never heard someone who got molested say that they felt good about being molested. So if you know how it's going to make you feel and how it destroyed your life, why would you perpetuate that joint?
But that's you coming from a
I think you're trying to make logic out of an illogical situation.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean you
like what you're saying makes sense. No, what you're saying makes sense, Doug. But you dealing with a person who's kind of upside down in the mental aspect with that.
And here's the thing, like, so when I was younger, I was molested by my sister's friend who was 7 years older than me. I was 6. She was 13. Now, I mean, those seeds that was planted turned me into something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was some seeds planted that just kind of warped how I view things. I'm not justifying anything that he did, but I'm just saying that the because there was no outlet, because there was no avenue, because there was no way for me to go tell anybody and deal with the pain as a young person. I grew into a male who one was more attracted to older women and just
Mm-hmm.
out here buck wild. You know what I'm saying? So and then really didn't say nothing until probably about 10 years ago. You know, I mean, I was about 38 about 10 years ago. So you're talking about carrying that for like 30 plus years without actually knowing, what comes out of
Right.
that. So, but I don't have no sympathy for him, what he did.
Right.
And I also don't think that, I mean, like the people that are around him, it enabled him. You know what I mean? You had a bunch of yes men around him who seen the foolishness, who really didn't acknowledge the foolishness. You know what I mean? Like, because he was cutting their checks. And
Yeah.
so
Right.
anytime somebody's paying your bills, you are going to compromise a belief system. And so he shouldn't be the only one. I don't think he should be the only one, because
At all.
all the people around that knew that them girls was locked up in those basements or
Right.
wherever he had them at and all that other stuff, the dudes that was hanging around, you know,
Finding the girls and all that.
yeah, I think all them cats should have some kind of uh time that they're doing as well. But at the end of the day, he's taking the brunt of it because he's the star.
Yeah.
He was bankrolling it.
He
You
was the
know what I
Pied
mean?
Piper.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah. I'm attracted to older women myself too.
That's because they know how to cook.
I'm serious, man.
They
Ain't nothing
soft.
ain't nothing like that mood happening. Ain't nothing like that mood happening and getting ready to get intimate with a woman and you undress her and you gotta take her slip off. That shit is
This
beautiful.
nigga.
Take her slip off.
That's crazy.
Ain't nothing like a woman
But
with
you
a
know,
slip. Y'all
you know,
remember them slips? Y'all
I ain't messing with you, yo.
That
I'm about to jump on the train with you. I'm not messing with you.
Ain't nothing like a woman with a slip.
I'm
A
about to jump on the
Gertrude or a
train.
Barbara or something like that, boy.
Cause you don't be knowing what's under the slip. That slip do be high and stuff. They
That
be
slip,
Miss
the
Barbara
slip,
going
I'm gonna
crazy
be real
under
with
there.
you. That slip was the first real shape. What is it? The little shape shifter that women have that they
But
put
see,
on.
cause the slip used to hide it though. Cause the slip, you know what I'm saying? The slip
That
was built
slip was
like
a
a
real
sleeping
shape
bag. It
shifter,
used to
boy.
hide. It used to hide the shape. They take that
That
shit off like.
that slip. You know what that slip was? Anybody seen Terminator 2? It was like that. That slip turned them into that little liquid metal where you really actually didn't know what was going on. Mo, you done brought up. I love an old woman.
We take that slip off like Miss
Yeah,
Shirley.
I'm serious, boy. I'm going after women on AARP right about now.
Miss Shirley hips is going crazy under this slip. Though.
Man, serious. It worked for Anna Nicole Smith.
It sure did, but then she died.
Yeah, man.
That's not funny.
Why you laughing then, man? You a sinner. You a sinner.
That's different. I've been drinking, so that's not my fault.
You a sinner, dog.
Only laugh because she only dated people who are about to die. So for you to try to marry somebody that's about to die and then you die, come on, man. You can't.
Yeah, that is karma.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo, you in a hojo?
Nah, ain't no curtains in the hojo. Nah.
In a hojo. Mo sitting over there with that little fan. You know that
damn. Ain't no sneakers in the background. What's going on?
You know, this is we in the middle of this is the height of travel season for us, basketball. So you know, we at camp. I'm actually in Charlotte right now.
Oh, all right.
Charlotte.
Stop playing. I'm on the ground.
I'm in Charlotte. Yeah.
That looks like a nice scene.
I preached at E. Will's church this morning.
Oh, you did? And they couldn't put you in nothing better than a 19.
I'm actually in a 19. I'm actually at Isaiah's godparents' house in their spare bedroom. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
No wonder
19.
nobody sleep in that room. I said, Mo, I said, how Mo go from a preacher to witness protection?
You said a hojo. That's funny.
That's funny.
Yo, make sure y'all check us out every Saturday, 7 p.m. Audio version only on Spinwax Radio. NEMPATHY show every Saturday, 7 p.m. Spinwax Radio. Make sure you go to your Google Play, Apple Store, download the app so you can listen to us, man. Go ahead and work out, whatever you do. I mean, listen to us in your headphones.
That was the most lackluster promo I've ever heard in my life. Hey,
First
man,
day back to work.
Yeah,
hey, man, we got three niggas on the show called NEMPATHY, and if you're bored, just listen. Thanks.
Spinwax Radio, 7 p.m. Saturdays. Oh my God.
Spinwax Radio.
Don Wanda Marda.
Yeah, yo. So the main topic tonight.
Oh shit.
Woo!
Nuggets and lies. Not nuggets and fries, nuggets and lies, man. And social media was going crazy this past week over a situation where, a baby daddy was doing his job. He was a stand-up man, a black man, trying to feed his kid, and he was being ostracized, demonized, villainized, publicized,
traumatized, supersized.
That was a good one.
Okay. Because he didn't bring food for the children that he did not have DNA connection to.
I ain't got shit to say. I know y'all waiting for me to say something. I'm muting.
Lisa, my problem. But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out. I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son. But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put? Bring him out to the car. No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody. Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now? Yes. You sound dumb. How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb. Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you.
Quiet.
You had them other kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility. Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th. Three kids that ain't mine. Yeah.
That ain't my baby.
First, before I go back on mute and let everybody else have it, it's obvious that those kids were eating McDonald's. Did you see all of those cheeseburger wrappers that was in the yard and shit like that when he was talking?
That's just public housing, man. It's all
my bad.
Yeah,
my
bad.
Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't Mickey D's, it was Hood. Okay, now all right, y'all go.
I mean, when he checked her and he called her on it, she had really nothing to say. Her only thing was, no, I can't let my other kids do that. He called her on it. Those are not my kids. Those are not my responsibility. You had those kids. Where their daddies at? So my thing is, I think one of the things that she feels when he said that was she regret having kids with the baby daddies right there. So anytime he's trying to do something nice for his child or something, something to be active in his child's life, it smacks her in the face on the bad decisions that she made with the other three.
So she wants him to save her from herself.
Ooh.
For the most part. Yes. Yeah.
Jody, what do you think about that?
Well, you see the name, it's a fucking. Who on game? Oh God. So you see the name, and he is. Oh, okay. It's gonna go deep. He's 1000% right about not buying the other kids food because it's not his obligation to feed all of your kids. Now, if you telling me that he's not fucking her still, I'm gonna tell you that you a lie. Now, her expectation of him buying all the kids food is probably on point because he's still fucking her.
That's a great point. That was a great point.
They're having some type of encounter, right? So her expectation of him buying food, that's on point because of the encounter and the relationship that they probably had or still having. But there is some type of spit swapping going on in this situation. But is it his obligation?
-4.
Is it his obligation to buy those kids food? No, it is not his obligation. And I did catch the fact that she said she got her food stamps on the 7th, but then she don't get them till the 11th. I caught that. So as part of me probably thinking she's lying. And I can guarantee you this isn't the first conversation that they've had about him not buying those other kids food, because ain't nobody gonna record this shit on the first conversation. This is probably a point where she's hit her top where she's with it.
Wait, so she getting paper stamps? Because if it came on the 7th, but she don't get it to the 11th, it got to come in the mail.
They come on the card.
It should come instantly on the card.
It's like when you transfer money.
Her timeline and her stamps didn't add up to me because I don't get my stamps to the 11th. I don't get my stamps to the 7th. She definitely said 2 different dates.
Yeah, she's probably lying because it's not a 4-day transfer.
And another
she probably end up, if you say she don't get them at the 7th or the 11th. Yeah, well, damn.
Yeah, she's lying. It don't take 4 days for the money.
They get there every day. They get there every day, every month. They get there.
She's what, Brian?
Oh, she's a liar.
Yo, why didn't she just do this?
You know why?
Because listen, she threw the food in the street.
That's what pissed me off so much. You so angry at this man, you gonna spite your child. Now who's eating?
Oh wow! No, I'm shutting up. I'm not saying shit. Y'all can have.
Well, I think that what she was trying to do was trying to shame him, because if you watch the video from the beginning, she was like, "Oh, watch what he's doing. He's bringing in."
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what type.
I'm gonna show. Right. So I think that she was
get them kids a little Caesar pizza. Tell their daddies to get them a little Caesar pizza.
Right.
Get them kids a little Caesar pizza. And I'm gonna say this, right? And I know this is what Doug goes left with me. I'm sick of these simp ass niggas out here. I would have bought all the kids into some pussy. Shut your broke ass up. No, the hell you wouldn't have not. Shut your broke ass up.
I would just like to say for the record.
Nah, it's too late.
I have not said anything. I have let y'all cook, and so far the food smells delicious. So go ahead, continue, Chef Boyard Negroes.
And to Doug's favorite phrase, right? And this is what she did when Doug says, "When have black men never been held accountable?" She was counting on that narrative when she started recording this shit. She was counting on that narrative because she knows black men are always going to be held accountable for every single thing they do. She was counting on that narrative when she started recording that video. She didn't think that shit was going to backlash on her looking like a shitty mother, because I just don't fathomly understand how are you going to blast this man for not feeding kids when these kids obviously have two fucking parents. It is not just his job to feed your kids. It is your job to feed your kids. So I'm wondering, what the fuck were your kids eating besides McDonald's? If he wouldn't have brought McDonald's for that one son, what the hell would all the other kids have eaten? They all would have ate the same pack of chicken top ramen. So I don't understand. It's okay. Sometimes shit happens and you go without. So it's not just his job to feed the kids, it's her job too. So she was just so busy trying to make him be held accountable for his shit that she ended up looking like the fucking internet bad woman, and so fucking
I was surprised how many women disagree with her.
Cause okay, all right. Hold on. Ladies,
what you drinking on got you all like that?
I know, right? Yeah. I was a little saucy.
Glistening.
That's what I'm trying to get the water in me to try to catch up.
No. Put some more of that truth serum in your ass. Go ahead. Put some more, because that's what alcohol do. Alcohol make you tell the truth.
Ladies.
Waiter, please send a bottle of E&J over to Bino's table. Thank you.
That's filthy. Please don't sit on E&J.
All
right. Ladies, you know I love y'all. I'll be on y'all side. I'll be on this show going to bat for y'all. But sis was wrong. And not just sis was it was her approach. And if we don't talk about this enough, ladies, a lot of y'all got to humble yourself.
Beneath the hand of the Lord.
In this situation, you need help, sis. You need assistance. She could
look to the hills from which cometh your help.
If you go back and look at the video, he did not have a Happy Meal size cup. He had a full size cup.
He damn sure did. He supersized that shit.
So that means he probably had a full size meal in that bag.
Which means that the same way Jesus did, he took a sip from a cup and passed it around the room. Proceed, Reverend Binoan.
Not just that, he probably spent about $10 on that meal.
10% of $10 is one that he took from the Lord to feed his child, because the Bible says that better you to deny the faith than to not take care of your family. Proceed, Reverend Binoan.
This is where the humble part comes in, ladies. She could have hit that man up and said, hey, man, I know you usually come through every week, bring our son McDonald's. But look, I'm in a bind right now. I need some help. Instead of you spending that $10 on McDonald's, can I get that $10? And you give me a quick ride to the store. I can get a few things. I can make some spaghetti for everybody, because I don't have enough to feed everybody. I need your help. Can you help me? A decent man would be like, cool, because he's there just to feed his kid. So whether it's McDonald's or spaghetti, as long as my kid is getting fed, that's fine. And I don't mind sharing, because the $10 is getting spent either way.
Now, Jody right, he's still fucking her.
He probably is.
The moral of the story is,
but even with that, the $10 will keep the peace, and I can get some action next week.
For what the Bible
I think that that could be a possibility, but I think that he was I think that really he was just trying to show her up, like these other deadbeat cats. I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna show up strong. And we just assuming that she didn't have any food in there. She just said, how did you not bring any McDonald's for everybody else?
Point,
she didn't say that the kids in here are not eating, or that they hadn't already eaten. And here's the thing. Those kids could have already eaten, and it could have been his child, because we don't know the age. The child could have got on his phone, text his dad, Dad, you know what? I ain't got no food. The other three just ate. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or I don't want to eat what she made.
The problem is she chose the wrong baby father. She should have gotten on that Nick Cannon plan. Because if Nick Cannon was her baby daddy, fuck the meal, he'd have bought her a McDonald's. And that would have solved all their problems right there.
To that point, Doug, in the full video, when they were arguing, he was like, yo, you got all these kids by all these other dudes. Where they at? She said, you knew what you were getting into when you got with me. Because he had the youngest child.
What do I say? I'm not anti-feminist, but I'm what?
You are pro-ho.
I'm pro-ho.
That toxic box.
And the truth of the matter is this. This is the truth of the matter. And this is the reason why I hold men responsible too, contrary to what people may think. Contrary to what people may think, I hold men responsible too, because I had to hold myself responsible when dealing with difficult women. Bro, he should have known full well what he got himself into, because the way she talks, obviously his child ain't the oldest.
Yeah.
Obviously.
His child is the youngest.
Nobody said that. It's the youngest.
Nobody.
So why would you?
Yes.
Put yourself in that position, which is the reason why I can't fault her. Listen, if you know that, if I know Brian is a kleptomaniac and I leave my wallet around him, should I blame him for stealing my wallet or blame myself for putting myself in that position?
Hey, Ray, you know it's up
And
and
the fact of the matter
I'm
is
gonna take the
this.
sneakers app up, baby. You hear me?
And the fact of the matter is this. You dealt with a kleptomaniac of sperm. She stole it, and she is now using it against you. And at the end of the day, bro, you put yourself in that position.
Skeet thief.
I'm gonna say this, right?
Y'all was surprised by that, didn't you? Y'all was surprised.
We know you got common sense, Doug. We just want you to use it more.
I'm grown.
We know you're not dumb. Listen, that's why we be on your case. We know you're not dumb.
But
I'm grown.
Listen, remember a couple weeks ago when we watched that video about the mom who didn't want to kick her bum ass son out?
Yeah.
Right? And then this goes back to Doug's point, right? This is why I'm always on Doug's side. The reason why that conversation with the way it went, because just like that dude that's been with this woman for at least 15 years, this nigga knew what he was walking into, and he knew who she was before he started fucking with her. He had a baby with her. You already know as soon as you have a baby with a female, she's gonna crank that shit up 10 times fold on your ass. So it's like you known who she was.
Yeah.
And you still brought your monkey ass over there with one damn thing of food. It's like, my brother, I'm gonna hold you accountable because you yourself could have been like, hey, I'm pulling up, can little man come outside right quick, and had him eat in the car and squash.
That's what he did though.
No, that is not what he did. That is not what he did.
He got out his chest all big.
And the fact of the matter is,
you saying the kids was in the window looking.
The fact of the matter. Do I agree with her? No. But I understand what she's saying. Understanding and agreeing are two totally different things. I don't agree, but I do understand. And to me, what he should have done was he should have waited until it was his weekend with his child. Then you do whatever you want to with your child. I get it. But you should know who you're dealing with. And this is the problem with us as men. We think with our little head instead of our big one. And the fact of the matter is, and I can speak like this, like Dave Chappelle said, because I'm the one that got off the bus. I can speak like this because the fact of the matter is, all it takes, listen, I tell people this all the time, and I'm not afraid to share it. I have more signs than a deaf person not to deal with my baby mama. More signs than a deaf person not to deal with her.
You had to...
Like straight up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And this is the difference between men and women. All men and all women. Ask Maurice, Mo, who gave me sympathy when I was going through what I was going through? Don't worry, let the Lord use you. I ain't get sympathy from nobody. You want to know why? Because every last one of them looked at me and said, bruh, you knew what you were getting yourself into.
He had a full example, like the other baby daddy got 2 kids and he watched him go through the whole thing, like
foreshadowing.
Nigga, you've heard of a preview before the movie, right? Nigga, I saw the movie before the fucking movie. You understand me?
Hey, Doug saw the first movie and decided he wanted to be in the part.
Yeah, and
he wanted to be the sequel. He was the sequel. Yeah. He was the sequel.
And that's what I'm telling you. That's the reason why I said I hold men accountable. He was dumb, bro. You should have never put yourself in that position.
Man, fuck them kids.
Nobody should be the 4th baby daddy.
No, thank you.
Nobody.
Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you.
So childish. But also,
but you're right.
Nobody should be the 4th baby
dancing with my son on the balcony.
I'm telling you right now, bro. This is how I move. This is how I move, right? If I see a baby seat in your car, I don't holler at you. I don't care how fine you are. Because this is a rule I live by. If your child is 5 years or younger, you're still fucking with the baby father. Period. If your child is 5 years or younger, you are still listen, fellas, I'm trying to help y'all. If the baby is 5 years or younger and the father is still alive, I'm not wishing death on nobody,
And
but
free.
you gotta go. You gotta go.
Alive
If the
and free.
child's father is still alive and the baby is 5 years or younger, get your ass out of Dodge because she is still dealing with the baby father. Trust me on this. Trust me on
I
this.
can't agree with that because you could have been. I mean, like,
unless you can
it's
verify he's
probably
in
a high
prison.
percentage. It's probably a high percentage, but I can't say. You can't say that because it could have been a one night stand. It could have anything could have happened. You know what I mean?
I will say
in
this.
my two situations, it wasn't true.
I'm with Maury. It is a high percentage. I'm not gonna
Very
say
high.
all, but I'm gonna say it's a very high percentage.
It's high enough to say all.
Thank you. Stop it.
95 and up is high enough, baby.
We're not disagreeing with you, Doug. Because like I said, it's high enough. It's high
You
enough.
want to disagree with me?
Giving room for our mistakes.
Jody, when you and Mo say high percentage, give me that high percentage.
I'm saying at least 80%.
That's 4 out of 5, nigga.
80%. Okay.
No, take that off the screen. I want to see Jody's face. 4 out of 5.
That's not.
I don't think it's that high.
100%.
I don't think it's that. I think it's.
Okay, no. Hold on. So you're 4 out of 5. Maurice doesn't think it's that high. Give me your percentage.
I think it's somewhere between probably like 70 and 75. That's still high to me. I'll say 50%. Honestly, I just. How do
you go from 75% to 50%?
Only thing I could do is speak for my situation, right?
I told you we live in room for our mistakes.
I can't. So when I was in that world doing that,
stop acting like you Thanos going around conquering universes.
No, I'm just saying
conquering uterus.
When I didn't encounter that as much when I was in the game, for real. I didn't.
So you're telling me every woman you dealt with who had a child that was 5 years or younger.
In his defense, he did say he liked the older women.
Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. So that's the caveat.
Yeah.
So don't, but yeah.
But if you talk about
80%, and Maurice said 70 to 75, but that ain't high enough.
That's a cool 60, 65, somewhere in there.
60 is still 3 out of 5.
I mean,
the opinion is valid because a lot of women are out there messing with their baby daddies. Especially, I will give you this. I'm gonna say this. If it's their first baby daddy, I'm definitely giving you 80. I'm giving you 80.
Yeah.
Now that's second. That's the more baby daddies.
Those are FBI conviction rates, nigga. FBI conviction rates.
The lower the you know what I'm saying, on the second baby daddy and third baby daddy, I think that number is a lot lower because
I want y'all to think about
they got a higher chance of being lesbian.
I want y'all to think about how ridiculous that sounds. Say what you just said, the last part.
I said on that second.
He said on the first baby daddy, no. But the second and listen at that. On the second and third, that is insane that is actually not abnormal in our community. That is crazy to me.
Okay, let's take your situation, right?
All right, let's take it, please, somebody, because I'm
let's just base it off of you and your situation, right?
All right.
So the prior kids were way older, right? They were in their
wait. Let me make sure. Wait. Hold on. Now I got to do the math in my head because it's been a minute. Not way older than mine, or way older than the threshold that I gave.
Way older than the threshold you gave.
Not really. Not the second one. Not the second one. Not the little girl. No.
How old was she?
Wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because the oldest child is exactly 8 years older than mine, and they're 2 years apart. No. She was 6. She was 5 or 6.
Okay. Now, was that the case?
Yes.
In your situation?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Really?
Yes.
So you violated your own rule. Let's see what happens.
Where do you think I get the fucking rule from?
because I was in that whole thing prior to that.
Listen to me. Yes, she was. I am telling you, listen to me, bruh. Look at the pain in my face. Yes, she was. You yourself even said it wouldn't even been that volatile if the situation wasn't what it was. Remember, we was about to knuckle up in church, remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Man, for
So
days.
yeah, you ain't knuckling up. Wait, hold on a minute, fellas.
Laying hands?
You're not knuckling up over somebody that you've been out of the bed with for an extended period of time.
No, that was something y'all. That was just the beef that y'all had.
He said that was y'all.
I am telling you what,
that was the beef.
I had y'all removed from my church.
I have been telling you,
Maurice. I am telling you. We can talk. Trust me. We can talk more offline.
For sure.
No, talk online. What y'all talking about?
I am telling you because the thing is, I don't want to implement no names and shit like that. But I am telling Mo, I am telling you what I know. In the very beginning, before we tried to put a safe, sanctified bow on our bullshit, in the very beginning, yes, I am telling you the truth. In the very beginning.
I mean, you know, it's your okay. So then let's fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
So let's go back to now that you have a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the case for you and her? In the same scenario where you say 5 years or younger, was that still the case?
You want the truth? Yes.
Okay.
I no. I'm telling you. Listen.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
The one thing about me, and I am honest. Literally, dog. Literally, if I could seriously sit here and tell you, it was, you know how, and I know I use the Bible a lot, but I'm being serious. You know how it says in Ecclesiastes, what was will be, what is will be again. Mm-hmm. It was literally, dog, the exact same thing. The only difference this time around is they actually went through with getting married as opposed to me stopping it. I am telling you the truth, dog. I am telling you the truth. When the new guy got brought into the situation, she and I was removed from the bed maybe a month.
Okay, so you saying that you was the new guy and then you got new guyed.
What?
You were the new guy, and then at some point somebody else became the new guy.
Absolutely, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. It was a repeat situation. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious. That's the reason why I can speak with it with such conviction. I'm not trying to shade anybody. What I'm saying is, unless you're just a messed up woman, every woman out there envisions on having a whole family. Yeah. If you notice, fellas, and we gotta be honest about this. What man do you know teaches their child to call their stepmother mama? Mm-hmm. You don't find that. Mm-hmm. What you do find, however, is a lot of moms out there training their children to call their stepdad dad. And the reason why is because psychologically, women want a whole family. They want a whole family, or at least the appearance of it. So what? And I'm not trying to cast no aspersions, but I'm telling you it's the truth. They want the appearance of a whole family, because no woman, as much, think about it, as much as we look down upon it, imagine how they feel. You got 4 kids by 4 different men. You don't think they go to sleep at night thinking about that shit? Of course they do. Unless you are just a trashy woman with no discretion and don't care about you. The average woman goes to bed at night thinking to herself, damn, 4 kids by 4 different men. How did I get into this situation? So what they want to do is they want to make it together and put it together. That's the reason why I say dealing with a woman whose child is 5 years old or younger, there is a high likelihood, I'll change my verbiage, there is a high likelihood that she is still dealing with the baby father because she wants that whole family look. Because y'all got to understand, with women, it is about appearances, which is the reason why they wear makeup, waist trainers, all these, because it's about appearances with them, even though they may not really look like that. Come on, man. How many of us have seen a woman in a certain outfit and be like, damn? And then when we see her naked, we like, damn.
The biscuits out the can.
I'm not trying to be shady. Pillsbury. I'm not trying to be shady, but I dare y'all to tell me that I'm inaccurate with what I just said.
Nah, I agree with that verbiage. The high likelihood. I definitely agree with that verbiage.
That's it. She be in certain outfits. Damn, she take that slip off. He's like, damn.
That's what I'm saying. So when I tell men, if a woman has a 5-year-old or younger, and the baby father is not locked up or dead, there is a high likelihood she is still dealing with him. So I would say avoid it at all costs. But if you are, tread lightly and understand that any moment in time, the rug will be pulled out from under you. I'm just saying.
Social media speaks, man.
I mean, but wait, before we Pastor Mo, am I wrong? No, because I'm glad Boone got him on here, because we do need a spiritual consciousness every now and then. Am I wrong, Mo?
I just don't I can't say you're wrong and I can't say you're right, because I mean, like, we all on here can take a poll out of that situation and kind of see if we fall in that situation. But I mean, I can't say that. Oh, when you're talking about the appearance of stuff, yes, I agree with that. I can agree with some of that. They're looking for the wholeness. They're looking for the full piece of the puzzle, or to project the whole this oneness and this wholeness.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that's the reason why I say that. You don't find
Yeah.
a lot of men who train their children to call the stepmom mom. But you do find a vast majority of women out there who train their children to call their stepdad dad. And I'm sure we can all agree on that. Like,
I think in that aspect, I think it's a time thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, when my dad got remarried, it wasn't, I need you to call her mom immediately. It was a time thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, over time he was saying you should call her mom, right? I just called her Karen because that was her name.
oh man, damn.
But I could see that the important, and I think that the pressure comes more from the male to the female, saying he should be calling me dad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't to be honest. I hadn't really even dealt with a lot of that situations where.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Me
you
neither.
had.
I mean, I can't. So it's kind of hard for me to even gauge or speak on it, because I haven't really
Well,
engaged with.
Boone, don't your woman have a child prior to you?
Yeah, they don't call me that. They know, because he know his father. You know, it's important for me.
And I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but she's never encouraged that or anything.
Nah.
Okay.
And I, being as though I had men around, my mother, that I was the type that I was like, yo, that's not my dad, yo. Like, I know my father.
Right.
Right.
Like,
You might be cool. You with my mom. You could even be my mom's husband, but you're not my dad.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I never felt as though I never wanted to impress that upon a child.
Right.
If he felt as though if he called me that would be on his own volition. You know what I'm saying? And I would accept it.
I was in a situation like that, and I shut it down, and it actually caused friction between me and the child's mother. It actually did.
Check this out. The first one I was with that had children, we was breaking up, but still fucking, right? And I had just got a new car, and you had a moon roof and all this shit with the leather in there and all this stuff. And I come over our house, and then I need to go to the 7-Eleven for some roll-ups, right? So
This
I take little man
we
with me
find
and
a way
shit.
to talk about smoking in every story.
I mean, yeah. So put little man, I let little man come with me, but I ain't put him in the back. He was only 3. I ain't put him in the back. I let him sit in the passenger seat.
Right.
You know how when you little and you get in the fucking front seat, you want to put your arm up on the armrest, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga leaning and shit. Like, get this nigga here. Anyway, so he asked me straight up. He said, "Are you my new daddy?" I was like, "What?"
New
Like,
new
the
like
fuck you say?
like this nigga got some Jordans or
Did you
something.
put him out?
Are you my new daddy?
You go back to the crib.
Yeah, I'd have made a U-turn real quick. And man, I wouldn't even made a U-turn. I'd have put that shit in reverse, like on the Bronx Tale.
Yo, he told I was like, yo, you know your father, because he had just come out of prison and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like,
wait, the father or the kid?
The father. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. So I'm like, yo, you know your father, because it's important. Like if the nigga's around, it's important for me that you know,
right,
your father.
You know who your father is.
Right. and then to know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But so I wouldn't impose that on a child. I don't do that.
Boom said, "You always gonna be Mr. Harold to me. You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy, nigga."
Yo, he said, "Stop having multiple baby fathers, and all your kids will be able to eat."
That's not true. Niggas be broke as a family.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Familial brokenness. Unpopular opinion. He wasn't wrong for buying at McDonald's for his son only. Boop.
He wasn't.
He was wrong for having a woman who wouldn't only have his son. Next.
Damn.
Yeah, go ahead.
A man doesn't have to feed all the kids, but a real nigga will. Simple.
Hold on. So I saw this. Wait.
This is where we get to it. This is where we get to it.
Because I saw this argument a lot, and my question was, and I didn't say nothing to nobody. I just let everybody say whatever they wanted on the line all week. My question is, how many times do I feed these children? Because I'm not. I got $40. Everybody get a $10 meal. I got $40.
$10 meal, nigga. You good in a dollar menu.
But even to that, if I gotta spend it every week, at some point it's gonna be like, yo, where everybody else at? Like that was part of the argument. Like it is for adult men in this situation. One adult man should not be carrying the brunt of everything that's going on.
But to my point, right? Because I seen this argument, and I had this argument with a female friend of mine, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, a decent man would have fed all the kids." And I'm like, well, if they had a better relationship and understanding, like Brian D. Nolan said, then, and if she would have came to him correctly, then yes, a decent man would probably feed all the kids. Yeah. But when you disagree and
when you act like an ass,
when you act like an ass, this is what happens when he's trying to be. I'm gonna let you go, Doug. When he's trying to be petty. And this is what happens when you piss a nigga off, because you don't have to technically kids. Go ahead, Doug.
I'm ashamed of you, Black Kings, because these are our women. And no, this needs to be heard, because this color purple mindset that we as Black men have, where I'm Mister and she had to hide with her sister to learn to read and all of this other stuff, we need to stop this. These women haven't done anything at all to deserve this type of vitriol from them. And I, for one, will not be a part of it anymore.
Ladies, jump in that phone.
That's the game.
Don't let
now that we got that out the way, listen, let me go ahead and say this shit right now. All right. Haven't y'all noticed? And I just got to be real, Mo. And I know you about to smack me over the head with the word, so I'm ready, bro. But haven't you ever noticed that when men always draw a line in the sand, we're met with some sort of vitriol? Think about that. I want y'all to, I'm just being real. Whenever men nowadays, it's like men And this is the reason why I constantly say that women as a whole don't want equality. They want an advantage. And the reason why I say that is because men are always saddled with the responsibility, but we are never lavished with any type of praise. I'm going to say that again. Men are saddled with all the responsibility, but we are never lavished with any type of praise. Perfect example. You can sit up here and overshadow your irresponsibility by having 4 children with 4 different men, but vilify and admonish this man for being a good man trying to take care of his child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about how crazy that thought process is. That's insane to me. Like, it's insane that we live in a world now where men, black, red, white, green, whatever, no matter what standard we have that we stick to, it's an issue. If we don't want our women to be sexually promiscuous, we're insecure. If I want to be in an authoritative position in my relationship, which I think all men should be, I didn't say domineering. I said authoritative, meaning that if I'm here and as a man, my job is to protect, provide, and also, if need be, sacrifice my life for you, you goddamn right I should have a say-so in what you dress like. I should have a say-so in who you hang around with. I should have a say-so in what you put on social media. I should have a say-so in this, because no woman in the history of the world has ever been asked or required to protect and provide for her man. Her children, yes. Her man, no. Every man has been told he is to protect and provide for his woman and children, even if they aren't his. And I just find it strange. And maybe I'm opening this up to the floor so somebody can tell me where I'm wrong, please. But I just find it strange that whenever in this day and age a man has a standard and he's like, no, I'm not going to tolerate this, he's vilified. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong, please.
I'm going to tell you where you're wrong, Doug.
Okay, go ahead, B-No, and I'm listening.
I'm going to tell you where you're wrong because you're my brother and I got you.
All right.
You're wrong because you be asking these women that don't want to do it to do it. Let them, I said this a year and a half ago, let them women die. They want to do what they want to do. They want to be independent. They got to let them die. That's their business. It's not your job to change or correct anybody. It is your job to do what you feel like God has told you to do and spread the gospel.
And spread the gospel.
Somebody wants to join that, cool. But if it's always every time you say, hey, let's do this, or hey, I don't like that, or if it's always something, no, go ahead about your business, big dog. You got it, Waldy. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You wasted so much time and energy trying to get somebody to do your thing, and they are now a hindrance to you and what you're trying to create and what you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? Don't.
You know what?
She said she got it.
Idealistically, be knowing. Idealistically, that is perfect. Realistically, using the term that both Jody and Mo want me to use in our community, that's a high percentage that we're saying let die.
Ain't got nothing to do
with me. That's a high percentage.
I think that I don't agree with the part that I don't agree with is you having say so in how she dressed or what she posts on social media or that stuff like that. I just don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to hear this. How so?
Because that I'm authority. I am a authority in my household, and it's always been like that from the jump, from when we met. I was never insecure of what she did, how she dressed.
Tell them. Big
any of that. I wasn't, and this, you know what I mean. And when we met, she was from a monetary standpoint, she was making 3 times what I was making. So she was, and she had just had a house built. She was pushing a Lexus, all the creature feature stuff that would have easily been intimidating. But I don't have no, I lay down my life. If I have to take an L, I'm gonna take an L because that's what I'm required to do. I don't care what she posts on social media. I don't care how she dressed. She's going to dress according to how she feels. And if it's something that's inappropriate that I don't like, I'm gonna say that. But if she wants to keep it on, it ain't gonna be no big issue because that's her body. That's what she wants to do. It's no different if we go to now dictating what she could do with her own body. You know what I'm saying? Like as a man that is going to take the L if I had to for my family, all that other stuff is miscellaneous. I'm not doing it for the miscellaneous purpose of all that other stuff. I do it just because that's what I do. And
So you saying your wife not gonna be mad if you get on social media with the gray sweatpants?
Doing jumping
she won't
jacks.
be. She won't be. My wife will because she don't really care about
Be on
stuff
social
like that.
media.
You know what I mean? And
If
she doesn't act.
can I
What if
speak
her
directly to
friends
that
start
point
telling
though,
her about
Harley?
like, "Ooh, you
Hold on,
seen
hold on,
this?"
hold on. Can I speak to that point? This is where I give pushback, Mo, because like I said, idealistically, that makes sense. But
But you
her
can't
body.
generalize
Hold on,
everybody.
wait,
Doug.
hold
This
on,
is why
wait,
this is where we
wait.
have
Go
our
ahead, go ahead.
butt. This is where we butt at. Is that you're saying idealistically, and I'm saying most women don't. If you are doing what you're supposed to be doing as the male, and you are leading your family, and you may not be making them like I still don't make more money than my wife.
But your money
But
isn't tied into your manhood, though.
But
exactly.
Doug,
But here's
what,
here's what I'm
what?
saying though. As if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as far as leading her, protecting her, making her feel cherished, and doing all this other stuff, I don't have to worry about any of that other stuff because it. I don't.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And most women, I'm talking about across the board on the women that I see right now. I was just in a conversation today. Young lady, um, she's a doctor. She making over $1 million a year. She know that whoever she meets most likely is not going to be
Mhm.
matching her income. She could care less about that. She said, I don't even care what he's making. As long as he's cherishing me, making me feel loved, feel wanted, feel desired, and we can have conversation and all this other stuff. I'm okay with that because the just
How old
just
is
the
she?
46.
Mind your business. You don't need her.
Cap. No, Cap. I call Cap on her. And the reason why I
Now
call Cap
46,
on
she
her,
might be tired, Doug.
that's no. The reason why I
That's a
call
good
Cap,
point.
that's the reason why I asked what her age was. I call Cap on that. And the reason why I call Cap on it is because she says that now. You're not about to sit up here and make me believe she hasn't had a dude like that already.
She has,
Thank you.
but
And this is the reason.
they
This is
messed it
the
up
reason
already.
why. And wait, hold on. This is the reason why it seems like Doug is so harsh on women. I'm not harsh. It's just that the shit that they say and how they move and how they act don't make sense. But yet they still want to act like there's some big mystery on why they don't get the results that they say they desire. You're
Doug.
46 years old, and I guarantee you she looks good. I guarantee you she looks good. You're 46 years old, accomplished, and you look good. And you're telling me you already realize that you're not going to find a man that makes that much money. Cool. So you just widen your pool. You also said that you want a man who's going to cherish you and all this other stuff. You're 46 years old. You're damn near 50. You're telling me, let's just say you started dating when you were 21. You're telling me in a quarter of a century you ain't came across a man like that?
You can't, Doug, you can't. So you're going to tell me that right now, at the age that you are expecting the same thing from a woman that you was expecting in your 20s?
Have you ever asked me what I expected from a woman in my 20s?
That he asking
Doug,
now.
when I knew you in your 20s,
Yes.
so I knew what you was going after in your 20s. But I'm saying, like right now, is your expectation not has changed? Like I can't hold her accountable to something in her 20s because maybe she have 100 good men that she messed up with or whatever or messed up however it went down. Now that you get older, you get more settled, you can look back and be like, there probably was a handful that she missed out on, but at the same time, Doug, I'm saying like
Aesthetically, maybe, but as far as it goes with internally, my stuff has never. I've always wanted three things from a woman. Always respect as a man, appreciation for being her man, and don't bother me with dumb shit. And guess what? The woman that you remember me being with was the antithesis of all three of those goddamn things, which is the reason why I did not marry her. Now, it took me longer than it should have to come to that realization. Longer, like 40 years in the wilderness long. Okay. Manna from heaven long. But at the end of the day, I came to that realization because who you are internally will attract what it is you desire. And my thing is, at 46 years old, you're trying to sit here and tell me that now you've gotten to a point where now you want to be cherished.
Yes, she has the right.
Yeah,
she has that right.
I just call Cat, man, because I always hear women talking about this internal shit. I've always heard women talk about this internal shit, but yet for some reason they never end up with that guy.
At 46, she looking for somebody to cherish her. It's probably going to be a younger guy.
And with that being said, Mo, could you pass on my IG information? Tell her slide in my DMs.
yo, he was Mr. Opportunistic. I swear to God.
Yo, y'all the same moms that eat in the car so your kids won't beg. Get the fuck out of
here. Preach. My mama done come in the house smelling like Wendy's on plenty of nights. You understand me? I want a Frosty.
That's a good one.
Husbands are obligated to a family. Baby daddies are obligated to their kid only.
Hey, frame that. Now that's a word. That's a word right there. Frame that. That's a word. That is probably the deepest thing I've ever seen on social media about something like this. Frame that.
Now, just to go back into real, sir. I get what the compassion. I think she was expecting this other father to have. I hear me. I don't think that he should have to do that, but I just think that she was expecting compassion.
Her expectation.
Like you said, your expectation.
But I will ask this. All right. If the shoe was flipped, do you think one of them other baby daddies would buy my kids something to eat?
No. Hold on. Wait. Let's flip the shoe again. If he had 4 baby mamas and 1 baby mama came with food for 1 kid, he said, "You need to feed all my kids."
Right.
If the dick good enough, she'd do it.
I bet Sierra won't buy all the future kids nothing to eat.
I bet she would. I
don't know. That's different.
No. You're right. Sierra won't do it, but she'll get Russell Wilson to do it. She'll get Russell to do it.
Russell will do it.
Russell is absolutely buying everybody.
Don't they say Russ is cooking?
No.
Don't they call that the NFL Russ cooking?
That's a lie. Russell would not buy all them kids McDonald's.
Yes, he would. Yes,
no, he wouldn't. No, he would not, because Russell don't feed his own kids McDonald's. Them kids is not eating McDonald's. They going down to somebody's chateau. Yeah. Somebody's chateau, some roof or some thing. He ain't eating no McDonald's.
Yo, man. And this is the time for Doug's perspective. So, Doug, man, I caught a video today, right? Actually.
This video
is it was this young boy. He's like an internet sensation. I'm not really familiar with him, but he was pulling his mom's up about Father's Day and the fact that she neglected to remind him that it was Father's Day, and she was pretty much just pushing his complaints to the side. You know, this was really important to him. He was minimizing that shit. I just want to play a little bit of the video to give context.
This Father's Day, nobody want to talk about it. Why y'all do that? People been ain't know why y'all do nothing. I didn't even know it was Father's Day weekend. Until somebody said it at the gym, you wasn't even gonna tell me that it was about to be Father's Day. Father's Day.
James, it was not my place to tell you anything. Like, that's what I want you to understand.
You're my mama.
Okay, but what I was gonna tell you? Oh, James, Father's Day coming up. What you was gonna do? You're not even a father.
No, I said, why you couldn't just let me sit out all y'all silly? James, it was James' Father's Day coming up. You want to get your daddy a gift?
Okay, well, get your daddy a gift, Stank. It's not too late. Get your daddy a gift, and you can overnight it. Today, Friday. Baby, get the gift overnight.
What I'm trying to say, Mama, is you wasn't even going to tell me.
James.
You wasn't even going to tell me, Mama.
James.
Just because I have a father.
James.
That was wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong about it, baby. Send your daddy a cash app. Baby.
Would you want a cash app? Or would you want a real gift?
Okay, well, get him a real gift and overnight, James. You have no reason to be mad about this, baby. It's just
coming up.
He has no reason to be mad, Doug. That's what she said. No reason to be mad. What do you think about that, Doug? What is your perspective?
Now, what we have here is a failure to communicate. See, you know, I find certain things that are very telling. The funny thing about it is, she's right. It's not her job to tell him about Father's Day. Just like it's probably not her job to say what really happened on why we're not together. Just like it's her job not to say why I am in a predicament where I'm a single mother again trying to raise you by myself. You know, she used the logic that, James, why are you mad? You're not even a father. But yet she turned right around and said, I'm going to remind you about Mother's Day. He ain't no mother. His dad is a mother hunker for dealing with her mother in ass. Because at the end of the day, what I'm sick of is I am sick of it. Fellas, we are in an epidemic. It's to the point now. See, the one thing about men is when we look bad, we try to keep that shit as secretive as possible. No man has ever taken a picture with his side chick. No man has ever sat up here and done a video out here cheating on his woman. No man has ever sat up here and done a video while downplaying and denigrating and berating his baby mother. Women have started to seriously sit up here and say, I don't give a damn. I am going to show how trifling I am in the midst of trying to out this man. And what we do, we sit up here as a society and make excuses for him to justify this type of behavior. That's crazy to me. It is crazy to me. Everybody is talking about the fact that she didn't tell her son about Father's Day. Y'all are missing the point. What y'all are missing is the fact that she's recording this shit and thinking that it's funny. That's the part that gets me. It's the same thing with McDonald's Gate. She is literally have no problem outing how fucked up she is. Ma'am, you are a sperm dispenser. You are literally a mother to 4 kids by 4 different men and have no problem talking about how you're on some type of welfare while you're trying to out a man who's doing good by his child. Like, I'm not even being funny right now. This shit is crazy to me. It is insane to me that these women literally have no problem. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Jesus Walks video. There's a part in the video where this Ku Klux Klan member is trying to carry this cross up a hill, and the lightning strikes the cross and it starts to burn the cross. And he is so consumed with his hatred that he picks this burning cross up, and it is literally burning him from head to toe. But he is so consumed with his hatred that he would allow himself to burn just to exude his disdain for a type of people. And this is literally what we're seeing. These two women are literally burning themselves at the stake just to show their disdain for us. Somebody tell me what's up. Somebody literally tell me, have we gotten that far gone as a people? Have we gotten this far gone as a people that we don't even care how it makes us look, just as long as we make somebody else look bad? Like, God damn, like I would love to make a joke about this, but it's sad. It is so ridiculously sad. Like, I'm blown away. I truly am blown away. And these are the same women out here that demand us as men to respect them, demand us as men to cherish them, demand us as men to sacrifice ourselves for them. But they can't even acknowledge that we are necessary in the rearing of the children that we brought into this world. Somebody help me, because I'm lost. I'm about as lost as Stevie Wonder in Central Park in midnight. Like, I'm lost right now because this shit is crazy to me. Black men literally are devalued everywhere we turn. Everywhere we turn, we're devalued by society. We're devalued by the legal system. We're devalued by government. And they have finally got us devalued by our own community. I just ask, where do we go as Black men to find refuge? It reminds me of a Tupac song. Somebody tell me who knows a peaceful place where I can go to fill my head, to clear my head. I'm feeling low, losing control. Somebody tell me that. Somebody tell me. Because if you can't even look at this man's child and tell this man's child when is a day to honor the man who 50% of you belongs to, what hope do we have? And this is the hypocritical contradiction that this mother rests in. What if that was a daughter? What if that was your son's child's mother talking to your grandson like that? Kevin Samuel said it best. Fuck us. What about your boys? Fuck the grown men. Fine. Y'all don't fuck with us. Fine. What about your boys? How would that mother have felt if that was her child's father? If that was her son's mother doing the same thing to him? This is the hypocritical contradiction that I talk about, especially when it comes to our women. I know this may sound like Doug is being bad. I'm not. I'm just saying, can somebody take the blinders off and really dissect this for what it is? Because I'm just lost right now. Like, that's crazy. Man, food for thought. Scrape the plate, bruh. Unless it's McDonald's, then only one of y'all gonna get it.
Yeah, Doug's perspective right here on the NEMPATHY show.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy what we done got to in the Black community. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
I'm telling you, Doug.
That's crazy. Like I said, usually I can make a joke about it, but as somebody who is going through something similar to that, and as somebody who knows a plethora of men like that, there just comes a point in time where the joke's got to stop, and it's really got to be called on the carpet, because that's just insane to me. That's insane.
Doug, Listen to your little brother. Let them people die. Find somebody that you can find peace with, and forget the rest of them. They will come around because they will once they start realizing, oh, this not working no more. Oh, we can't treat people like this no more. They'll stop because honestly, most of them are hurt. Most of them have been through some stuff. Most of them are kind of justified in the way that they are acting. But
are they?
But yes, but to your point that you always say, at some point you have to come to your own level of accountability and admit, okay,
Maurice, what did you tell me when I was going through my stuff and I tried to blame everybody else? What did you tell me, Mo?
Get out my office, nigga.
That it ain't there. I mean, it's you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Common denominator.
Thank you.
Yeah. But see, as a man, you have to come to that conclusion quicker because everything is on you because you are the leader.
You mean the responsibility that I was talking about earlier?
Yeah. No,
yesterday,
I'm not saying that's wrong.
The responsibility I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah. But that's why I keep telling you don't argue with them. They don't want to realize or accept that. It's nothing that you can say to make them accept that. They have to see their life fall apart, or they have to see someone else's life continue in a way that they want theirs to continue for them to say,
but I know we're running over. Let me speak to that point. Brian, like I said, idealistically, that makes sense. The problem is, brother, they got our next generation. That's the problem. We can't just let them die, bro. Because if they die, subsequently, the generation behind, look at, wait, hold on. Look at the generation we got now. Look at how these kids act. Bro, that's why I said, idealistically, what you say makes sense. Realistically, we can't. Because, bruh, what do we have if we let them die? Our kids are already without any direction. Now, I'm not talking about Isaiah because Isaiah came right. But for all of us who didn't, we are without direction. And we cannot afford to just say, let these chicks die, because our kids subsequently won't be that far off from death themselves.
I hear what you're saying, right? But let's say it's your favorite leg, right? Your favorite leg got gangrene. The whole leg gotta go. As much as you want to keep as much leg as possible. If you gotta cut it off at the hip, you gotta cut it off at the hip. So if that means the women and the children, that means the women and the children.
Said by a man who ain't got kids.
Yo, we gonna wrap the show up.
Look, I already cut mine off.
No, dog. Said by a man who ain't got kids. You sound just like the women already. You sound just like the women who I brought up a couple of weeks ago, who always want to tell us black men how to be men. But unfortunately, shorty, you came from the same broken household I did, where there ain't no man there. You can't say that, bro. You cannot say that, because when you got a child, bro, that shit hurts when you see how the mother is acting and how she has poisoned the child against you. That shit hurts you, bro. Like you can't sit up here and say that when you don't have children. Let me ask you a question. As the resident husband on this panel, if all of a sudden and I'm not speaking this into existence, so please don't take it there, but let's say you and your wife split. How would you feel if your wife turned into the quintessential vindictive baby mama and then turned your child against you? That wouldn't hurt you?
I would feel some kind of way, but at the same time, I wouldn't let me stay locked in a time frame. You know what I mean? Like I would be hurt. I would be like, dang, I thought we were better than that. But at the same time, I got to keep moving forward. And at the end of the day, hopefully that the relationship that I have with my son is in there still somewhere, that eventually when he comes around, he'll realize that I wasn't a bad dude.
That's a hell of a hope, bro.
But I'm not going to pause my life.
I agree. That nation is not an option.
and let life pass me by because of what that happened. You know, I mean, life is too short to do that. So
I'll make a new son.
but you know what? But and I ain't gonna be on here. I'm just gonna say this. I have friends who was in the same position that Doug was in, and they all decided to move their life forward and walk away from the woman and the child. And the woman ended up coming back around because they seen that they didn't have the control and the power no longer with those kids, because now I have a different family that I'm building and I'm focusing on, and I have several friends, I have several friends that this happened to, that they ultimately came around because they moved their lives forward and wasn't held hostage or prisoner by that particular situation.
I understand that. I mean, I get it. That's why I said I don't disagree with Brian's point. I'm just saying idealistically that makes sense, but god damn, man, especially in our community, that's the reason why I said that's a high percentage of motherfuckers do that and die. That's a high.
Joe, do you got any final thoughts?
And it hurt to cut your leg off. But you still need to cut it off.
Like I said, as always, I always got my boy Doug's back, and I will say this. My grandpa told me a long time ago. No, it's my grandma. She told me a long time ago, and she's like, "Be careful dealing with women, because a user is always going to be pissed off when you put boundaries on them." And I've learned in my lifetime that a lot of women, they get so fucking mad when you put a boundary on what you will and will not do for them. And I tell every chick every single time, I say, that's got user mentality. When I put a boundary on what I will and what I do for you, you know what I'm saying? Because if I do anything for you, I do it out the kindness of my heart. But I'm not gonna do shit out the kindness of my heart if I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of. Because at the end of the day, it's all about I've always asked every woman that I deal with the same thing. I want you to put the same amount of energy and effort into me that I'm willing to put into you. I might not be able to give you the same. You might not be able to give me the same financial shit that I can give you, or vice versa. Or because you're a woman, you know, you're all in touch with your emotions and stuff. So I might not be able to give you the same type of love, but my nigga, give me that energy and give me that effort. And if you can match my energy and effort, I feel like we can do this thing. So just remember that a user always gonna be pissed off when you put boundaries and limitations on what you do for them.
Reverend Ball.
Oh no, hey, I just appreciate y'all. That's it. I ain't got nothing to say.
That's what he my type of preacher. He know when to close the book and open the doors of the church. That's my type of preacher right there.
Oh, Jody, ain't tell your social media and everything.
Oh man, it's your boy Jody Skywalker on Instagram. We will be coming back for season 2, July 23rd for my Saturday show, and we will be back July 26th for my Wednesday show.
That's what's up. Reverend Ball, what's your social media, and tell us about the kickbox fitness. I seen you on you got a new partnership or something?
9 rounds, 30
So we own a kickboxing gym, but I started my sports agency, Grind Time. So I just signed our first athlete to his NIL deal. So we got a couple things on the table for that. Trying to help these young athletes start to build generational wealth and position themselves, and start helping them understand, business and stuff like that. But I could be at C. Maurice Ball. That's how you can get at me.
Yeah.
I know. All right. To pass the ball's doctor friend who make $1 million a year. It's at Brian, Bryan. I don't want you to get lost in the internet streets. Bryan.
He's an opportunistic boy, ain't he?
Because man, she might be looking for a young tenderoni. You gonna tell her no?
Not tenderoni, and the Roni is so right. Hit her with that Bobby Brown.
I'm gonna tell her no. Well, at least give her the option,
That's right. That's what it's about. It's about choice, baby.
Yeah, it's about choice. She ain't got to choose, but she should know that the option's available.
That's a bar. That's a bar. Yo, man, it's your boy, Mr. Perspective. You can find me at @TheDougBennett_01. Also, Conversations with Comedians. We will be back July 11th. Everybody enjoy your 4th of July, or should I say your second Juneteenth. And everybody have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Eat some ribs or something.
Oh, don't do that.
Man, the ribs.
Sonic Boom. Follow me at Sonic Boom TV. Be back here next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern. NEMPATHY show. Peace.